Welcome to day 8. In today's practice, we're moving a little bit more flowing, introducing a couple of new poses today. So we're coming into Warrior 3 as well as Eagle. So I talk you through, just let yourself breathe and bring your attention to the affirmation we bring in. We are going to start standing. So please come and face the front of your mat. So come to the front of the mat, the top of the mat, with the feet hip width apart. If you feel confident, you can bring your toes, feet together. So let your shoulders relax away. Sit up, stand up nice and tall as you turn the palms towards the front. Point your fingertips down towards the floor. Notice your inner thighs engaging. Your glutes start to feel that contraction as you turn your kneecaps out. Belly gently join in so we feel an elongation through the body. We find a few nourishing, cleansing breath. Feeling the breath coming down the length of the spine and then releasing back and out. Relaxing through the hands, drawing calmer with every breath. Notice your body weight, gently pressing down through the feet. Maybe pick up your toes, spread the toes out. For feet to move forward and back, and then find yourself stopping at the very middle of your feet. So feel the body weight balanced on your feet. Rooting down through your feet and reaching up to the crown of the head. On your next inhale, float your arms above your head. Bring the palm of your hands together to extended mountain pose. On the exhale, bring the arms wide, circle down as you bend your knees, coming down into a forward fold. Breathe in to relax your hands onto the top of your shin, flat back extension. Exhale to release back into the floor. Inhale to soften the knees and let yourself roll all the way back up to standing. Exhale to float your hands to your heart. So we're going to go through your classical Surya Namaskar or Sun Salutation today. Let your palms open up. On the inhale, reach your arms up. On the exhale, float forward. Keep a little softness in the knees. Relax your head and neck. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, hands to the side of your feet. Bend your knees and take a long step back with your right leg. Soften the right knee into the floor. As you inhale, reach your arms up into your low lunge. Exhale, soften the hands down to the floor. Let your back toes tuck. Lift the back knee. Step back into a plank position. Relax your knees down and lower your body down towards the floor. Inhale to draw the shoulders back, pull your chest forward, tuck your elbows to your ribs. Exhale to release, tuck in the toes, lifting the hips and the knees. Find your first downward facing dog. Take a full inhale here and a full exhale. Bend your knees, look towards your hands, and step your right leg through. Feel free to relax the left knee down and then relax the left foot. Inhale your arms up. Sink towards the hips as you lengthen and reach. Relax your hands down on the exhale. Maybe use the same exhale to lift the back knee, step back. You can lower the knees or bring in the shoulders forward. You may be able to lower down in one full unit. Relax your toes, active through the legs as you draw the elbows back and start to lift and push. Maybe a little higher into your cobra, upper back extension. Relax back into the ground. Tuck your toes, use your out breath, push your hips high. Find your heels towards the ground. Remember the length of through the upper body. One full inhale, one full exhale. Then bending your knees, look to the front of your mat. Left leg steps forward. Relax your knees into the floor and reach the arms up. Beautiful. Hands coming to the ground. Tuck your back toes, lift the back knee, step your feet together, hip width apart, soften down. Allow the knees to soften as you inhale, reach up. Exhale as you bring your hands down to your heart center. We're going to repeat this one more time. Enjoy the breath as you inhale, lift up. Exhale and slowly lower down. Inhale, bring the hands to the top of your thighs. And exhale to relax down. Bend your knees, step your left leg, bring the left leg behind you. Let the knees soften down and inhale your arms up towards the ceiling. So today's affirmation is positive thoughts create positive things. Lift the back knee and then let your legs step back into your plank. Now you might soften the knees or maybe keep the knees up, keeping the elbows in, lower down. Use your exhale. Inhale, pull back. Positive thoughts create positive things. So think about moving. What does it create in your body? Maybe a little calmness, maybe a little release. Let your knees bend, look to the front of your mat and step through. And if you find it tricky, bring the left knee down first, step the right leg through. Reach your arms. Allow your front knee to find that place above the ankle. Hands to floor, back to stuck, step back and release. Body hangs, and we'll let the knees soften as we rise. Reach the hands to our heart. Just take a couple of breaths as you find a calming place. Bringing our mind to our affirmation today. So think about bringing and finding positivity in everything that you do today. Always look on the bright side of life, you know that song. Keep that attitude in your mind, how your day is going to be if you're really looking for the best in every situation you get into. So whenever you're ready, bring your hands towards the ceiling on the inhale, or the exhale, slowly flow forward. Bring the hands towards the floor, either side of the front feet. And you might want to just walk back a couple of steps, so you've got plenty of space. We're trying something new today. Allow your head to hang completely, maybe a little bend in the elbow. Take a breath in and bring the body weight into your right foot. When you feel comfortable, let your left leg lift up towards the ceiling. Now as you lift up, just bring the leg back parallel with the ground, toes pointing down, and spin the right thigh, or the left thigh, down towards the floor. So take your time. If you want to, and you feel comfortable, let a little bend come into the standing right leg. Press down strongly through the feet. Keep reaching through the left foot and bring your hands to your heart. And you might stay here. You might extend a little bit through the standing leg. Feel free to bend if you need the stability. Maybe reach the arms behind you like an aeroplane. Or you might have the space and the ability to reach the arms out in front of you, lengthening and reaching into your warrior two with a Vajrasana tail. Take one more inhale and then exhale to soften the hands towards the ground. Let your left foot touch down to the floor and relax into your forward foot. Breathing in to let your knees soften, roll through the spine and reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Let your hands find your heart center. So come and face me for your eagle. We're going to use this time your left leg. So I'd like you to bend your left knee as much as you can. Relax your hands on your hips to start with, so you can just worry about the legs to start. Bend your left knee deeply and bring the right foot across. So you're going to try and wrap the right thigh over the left thigh. Now as you wrap it down or over, let your toes touch down to start. So the more you bend, the more you'll be able to wrap, right? If you feel comfortable, you may allow the toes to stay off the ground. And some of you might be able to wrap the foot around, so your left foot is going to say hello on the outer calf. Not me, but you may be able to. So just see how you get on, and if you wobble, come out of it. Come back in again, maybe just touch your toes. When you're ready to let go of your hips, take an inhale to reach your arms up above your head. On the exhale, open the arms. And let the right arm come underneath the left. So the left arm on top, right arm under. And remember the bind. So we got the opportunity to do a single bind with the hand to the back of the forearm, or maybe a double bind reaching that left hand towards the inside of the left palm. So you choose. You maybe stay here, maybe with the toes touching down, or the foot wrapped around the back. Wherever you are, everything squeezes. Beautiful shoulder stretch, engagement through the inner thighs. So many muscles working in this pose. Take one more inhale and exhale to release your arms. Let the foot touch down, reach your arms up towards the ceiling, and slowly release back and down into a forward fold. Let your head relax and sink towards the ground. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, come back into the floor. And turn yourself over facing the opposite side of your mat. So coming still into that forward fold and finishing your warrior three. So the hand's going to find the floor. Touch the fingertips down. Bring body weight into your left foot this time and let your right leg float up. Square the hip down towards the floor, toes facing down. So it's almost like you would want to bring the big toe towards the right heel. As you point down, you feel the hair start turning. Good. You're welcome to stay here. Or you may be brave enough to press down through the standing leg. Finding that balance, keeping the right leg lifted, hands to your heart. Parallel your body with the ground. Maybe reach your arms. If you wish, arms floating by the ear. So the biceps coming towards the ears, reach for the fingertips, maybe lift that back leg a little higher. Start to straighten into the standing leg. One more inhale. And exhale to touching the fingertips down. And stepping your right foot back into the floor. Soften as you relax. Inhale to bend the knees and reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart and turn to me to repeat eagle pose on the other side. So you choose. Rest your hands on your hips. Bend your standing leg, which is your right leg this time. And wrap the left leg around. Okay, so are you going to touch down today? Maybe that's an easier option if you just start out. If you know what you're doing, you may be wrapping. Or you may be keeping the foot off the ground. And then bringing the arms in, inhale as you lift up, keep the belly pull into spine. Exhale, this time the left arm coming underneath. Okay, and you bring in either a single bind or a double bind. So you're finding that bind that feels comfortable for you. Just get used to the pose. Think about the stretching your shoulders, the squeeze of the thighs, the work we do for the hips and inner thighs. If you wobble a little bit, that's normal, don't worry. Take one more inhale. Exhale to let the arms go. Reach up, unravel the twist through the legs and bring the hands down to your heart. Okay, so inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale to float down and forward fold. Dive into it. Great. Turn yourself over to face the top of your mat once again. And then let your knees soften in towards the ground. Bring the knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulder. We're going to finish with a nice little release for your shoulder. So reach your right arm up towards the ceiling as you inhale and circle the arm up and over. As you bring the right arm back, thread it underneath the left arm. So let your left shoulder come towards the ground. Soften into it, hips are nice and high. Now to open up a little bit, move through that top side body. You can reach the hand out in front of you and start to turn through the back of your neck, bringing the eye gaze towards the ceiling. You may bring the top arm behind your lower back and then let your left hand reach towards the outer right thigh, maybe just the outside of your hip. Good. Just choose whatever combination or position feels comfortable for you. Maybe close your eyes for one more inhale. And exhale. Slowly relax your hand. Place it next to your head. Push up. Come back to center. And let's finish on the other side. So this time your left arm reaching up as you inhale. And then keep circling up. Push out of the ground as you find that release for the shoulder joint. Let it slide underneath your right arm. Soften the shoulder side of the head into the mat. And keeping the hips high. Maybe reach that right arm a little further away from you as you press your left shoulder into the floor. Starting to spin the chest open as you lift your eyes. And maybe you feel comfortable reaching that right arm up towards the ceiling, finding the back of the hip, or maybe the opposite thigh to open up more through the chest and the shoulder. So let's take 2 more breaths in here. If you find it too strenuous, feel free to release back to a more resting position for you. And then on your next exhale, just rest your hand, come underneath your shoulder, gently push up, and allow yourself to sink back. Just stretch. Breathe in and breathe out. To finish, we're just going to roll forward. If you feel comfortable, let your shoulders come a little further forward of the hands and start to release your hips towards the floor. So you're gonna feel how it feels through the lower back. So think about lengthening through the spine and lifting through the eye gaze. Lovely stretch after all the forwards and squeeze with the eagle. And then we're gonna come back into a seated position. So you can cross your legs, and maybe you stay here, you feel comfortable. I'm gonna face you as we draw to a close. Coming into the seated position that feels good. So you can find Sukhasana or bringing the heels one in front of the other. Hands rest on your thighs, on your lap, and let your eyes gently close. Take 3 full breaths, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Repeat that affirmation to yourself once again. Positive thoughts create positive things. Affirming this and saying to yourself every now and then throughout your day will change the course of your day. You may not even notice, but you turn in some situations that might have turned out to be negative. They're slightly different position, so you might make it into a neutral or maybe a positive situation in your life. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, hands to heart. Allow your eyes to open. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Say thank you to yourself for making the time to get down on your mat today. And remember, positive thoughts create positive things. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed that video. For more Pilates and Yoga videos, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button and check out all the other content on the channel. I'll see you on the mat.